Hello. Parts of eastern Spain, particularly to the south, and the Balearics have experienced an inundation of rain in the last few days with significant issues with flooding. Still a lot of cloud around here though on the satellite at the moment, and unfortunately through the weekend there are more showers to come, perhaps a little clearer across the Balearics, but there is more rain on the way for eastern Spain. The longer term prognosis though is a more promising one. Not so for Greece and Turkey. This is where we'll find the more active weather as we go further ahead, with our forecast an area of low pressure set to form to the south of the Balkans and south of Italy through the early part of the week ahead, and then carry the more unsettled weather eastwards. Here's Sunday though, and as you can see, quite a lot of showers even stretching up to the Spanish plateau. Sunshine further north for France, still quite a bit of warmth around as well, but some colder air is now digging into northern Europe, bringing temperatures back closer to average, and that is coming down behind this weather front, which will continue to sink its way south on Monday. So you can see how those temperatures fall accordingly, and there's that low in the eastern side of the Med on Monday. Further west by then, fortunately, the skies do look a good deal clearer across Spain. So sunshine for Madrid in our 5-day outlook. Sunshine for Rome as well, and sunny spells for London and Paris, but cooler here than it has been in recent days. Looking pretty stormy though across Athens, as it will do for many parts of Greece and Turkey in the next few days. Hello. We're going to see some big contrasts in the temperatures across the North American continent in the next couple of days. In the east, as an area of low pressure pulls through to the coast, behind it we're going to drag down some very cold air from the north. In the west, however, unseasonably mild, particularly for western Canada, where temperatures could be 10 degrees Celsius above average. For the east coast, though, the outlook is a pretty windy and stormy one for a time as that front pulls through on Saturday, and then on the tail end of the low pressure, could see some significant snow affecting parts of Quebec. The worst of our weather, though, in terms of impact, is likely across Texas, I think, in the next few days. We've already got a flooding situation here, and there's more rain to come. For western Canada, low pressure feeding in more cloud, though, through the course of Saturday. Across the western side of the US, plenty of sunshine, and basically clear skies are in our forecast for the coming days. Temperatures in Vancouver doing quite nicely in that sunshine, 14 degrees, 19 there for Seattle on Monday, sitting in the mid-20s for LA. Look at the eastern seaboard, you can already see the winds are a good deal stronger. There's that wintry weather across eastern Canada, and this weather front kind of trails back across the Gulf of Mexico and helps to invigorate the rain that's been clinging to the Gulf Coast of Texas. But it's further inland, I think we may see some of the wettest weather again close to Austin in the next couple of days. Hello. There's some rain in the forecast for central Brazil this weekend on the tail end of a weather front. You can see that quite clearly here, that front, this line on the satellite picture. To the rear of this front, some cooler weather pushing into northern Argentina, to Uruguay, Paraguay, and eventually southernmost Brazil. But temperatures still faring reasonably well, and we'll see some sunshine from Buenos Aires all the way up to Rio de Janeiro. Some pretty hefty showers to contend with though across Venezuela and Colombia, generally looking quite active through the Amazon Basin region at the moment. Clearer skies though to the northeast of Brazil. Some rain though affecting Carvelas, Rio de Janeiro escaping I think with a dry story, but just with some cloud from time to time. Buenos Aires should get some brighter spells. To the south across Patagonia, still some fairly healthy temperatures, looking at figures in the high teens. I think Buenos Aires will see the temperatures push up a little more for Monday, but then trail off again Tuesday, Wednesday with the arrival of some showers. Some significant rain across Mexico at the moment, in fact for much of Central America, and just off the coast of Guatemala and El Salvador is Vicente, which is a storm system. Looks like it could continue intensifying as it hooks out into the eastern Pacific, and then could bring some really heavy rain into western Mexico through the week ahead. So worth keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, through the Caribbean, for the majority of the islands, the story is set fair with sunshine. Hello. A big proportion of China is currently sitting under an area of high pressure. It means a lot of fine weather, but it also introduces a lot of cold air from further north. That high will also continue to extend across the Korean Peninsula and into Japan through the course of the weekend. So we'll see the fine weather here, but thanks for a little bit of help modifying that air as it crosses the seas, the temperatures in Seoul and Tokyo will be closer to average for the time of year. Beijing, though, certainly somewhat on the chilly side. The south of the area of high pressure, some showers. Hong Kong, I think, just escaping though with some rather overcast skies. Showers, however, certainly in the forecast for Bangkok for the next few days and also for Singapore. Here's our outlook, and for Beijing, there's some decent sunshine on offer and the temperatures do gradually recover in the coming days. Bangkok looking drier by the time we get into the coming week. For Australia, some showers for Perth on the tail end of weather front on Sunday. Through the east coast, some more persistent rain again for Brisbane, perhaps some showers in Sydney, thanks to an area of low pressure in the Tasman Sea. But high pressure sits across New Zealand, and that holds the picture very steady here for the next few days. It means a lot of sunshine, and it also means a decent amount of warmth. 20 degrees there in Auckland on Sunday, and I think we'll continue with those figures on into the beginning of the new week at least. Perhaps a little more unsettled again, though, by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday. Hello. Although there's a lot of dry weather across India at the moment, it is very much the case of where it rains, it does pour, and we've got a lot of cloud on the satellite picture currently across Kerala, Tamil Nadu and parts of Goa, and it looks like this will be the area that gets further showers in the next couple of days. We're also, though, watching across the other side of the Bay of Bengal towards the Andaman Sea, where there's a pretty big area of low pressure about to emerge out of Thailand, and that will bring some very wet weather to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Across the northern half of India, though, the picture is very much a clear one. A few issues with morning fog, as we'd expect, though, at this time of year. Moving further north to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, plenty of fine weather, a weak weather front just feeding some cloud there into Astana. Temperatures are down a little on the figures that we've seen of late, but they're still sitting around average values for the time of year. A lot of sunshine across the northwest of India. There's a closer look at those showers, though, to the south. Expecting some dry days for the Maldives, but still a lot of showers packing their way into Sri Lanka. Dry story, though, to the north of the Bay of Bengal. 1 or 2 showers possible for Nepal and Bhutan. Plenty of sunshine in our outlook for Mumbai, for Dhaka and Islamabad. Colombo will get spells of sunshine, of course, but there will be some thunderstorms here too. Elsewhere, for Tashkent, temperatures creeping back up again as we look into the longer term outlook with more sunshine to come. Hello. Thanks to changes in the weather across the Mediterranean, we're also going to see some changes in the temperatures to the north of the African continent in the next few days, dipping down for many, I think, a couple of degrees perhaps below the figures we'd expect at this time of year. Some patchy cloud pushing in there to the northwest, which will affect Morocco, parts of Algeria. The showers through the equatorial belt a little bit suppressed for the time of year the next few days, so the rain here a little less than we'd expect. To the south, the temperature's doing rather better for Cape Town, I think above 30 degrees for Monday and Tuesday. Much of South Africa having some warm weather as we go into the week ahead. And after a brief dip off in the temperatures there for Johannesburg, back up at 30 degrees by Thursday. Sunshine for Dhaka and Cape Town in our outlook. Sunshine for Khartoum as well. Some sunny spells for Casablanca. Again, we'll pick up a little bit more cloud here at times. For Kinshasa, some showers or maybe even some more persistent rain on Wednesday. The Middle East will see some showers on Sunday through, I think, Syria into northern Iraq, perhaps a few getting into northern Saudi Arabia, maybe even the odd one breaking out down around the Gulf itself. Also the chance of some heavier rain across the mountains to the west of Yemen. Of course, we're still very much dominated, though, by the dry weather in this part of the world. What the showers in the north will do, though, is just dip away the temperatures briefly as they push through. So for Kuwait, a high, for example, of 29 on Monday.